Rollins. All items that I'm going to be using are going to be in the top right hand corner, except for my Bomb Nails brush, which was blessed to me by PJ, aka Sick Tips. And if you shop Bomb Nails, use code PageXNails15 for savings. This is going to be an Easter bling set. Now you're going to see me struggle a little bit because I am still a beginner. And I want to thank all of you lovely ladies for leaving comments and tips on my last video, helping me out with different things that I can do or different items that I can use. So I really truly appreciate you guys for that. And once you see me use this pink, which is going to be coming up next, I did not stabilize my pinky and I lay down my beads aggressive. So you're going to see me kind of like hit the palm of my hand with the acrylic, with the brush, and it's going to be a mess, but I will clean it up. So just excuse that I am a beginner. And once again, thank all of you ladies for all of your advice on my last video. Soon you are going to hear my son's voice in this audio. One thing that he's talking about is I had an iPad and I went to charge it up one night, and the next morning I went to grab it and I forgot that it was on the charger. So the piece that goes inside of like your iPads and your iPhone was stuck in my iPad. So my husband went to go get it fixed for me, and they had to replace the battery and all that extra crap. So my screen started to lift, and I looked it up, and it was either because my battery started to swell because I had to get a new battery, or the glue that they used was just not gluing. So my husband realized this, and he tried to like fix it to see if he just need to go buy some more glue, or if he had to take it up to the place and actually have them repair it again. And he made a mistake and cracked my screen trying to figure out, what he can do. And so, of course, once you crack the screen, you can no longer use. They pretty much tell you just to buy a whole new iPad. So we just threw it away. And since I got my custom case for it, I kept my case. And my son was looking like, okay, why you got the case, not the iPad? And so I explained that to him. And this is how he felt.
The thing, anyways, I don't know. I just had to play wood balls and change the colors. And what happened after it broke?
Dad was trying to fix it for me, and he ended up cracking my freaking screen.
Cracking you freaking screen? But how?
Dad don't realize how strong he is. That's how.
But I gotta go hands at that guy.
Huh?
But I gotta go hands at that guy. You guys, he's not gonna listen for that.
Not gonna listen for that?
Yeah. But I gotta drop kick him.
Drop kick who?
That way, you guys do. I know. You thought we got running away.
So you're gonna drop kick your dad?
Yeah, because he's
interesting.
He's not gonna listen. Please don't tell Dad.
So y'all heard that kid talking about how he gonna throw hands at his dad, he gonna drop kick his dad, and he please don't tell Dad. Like, these kids are crazy these days, like seriously. And my youngest both of my youngest, they talk the most and won't bust a grape in the fruit fight. So it's just kind of like, boys, shut up, like be quiet, go sit down somewhere. But one thing he actually taught me looking at my application while I was doing the editing part of it, I'm like, I can't do two things at one time. I want to go live with like 5 people on here, like 5 of these lovely ladies I really want to go live with. And I tell that Tina, like, I'm scared. I told her this before I even edited this video, because I been did the video, I just didn't edit it. And watching it, I'm like, my beat clear dried on me. Like, I was moving super slow, trying to concentrate and listen and talk all at the same time, and it was not working. I realized I couldn't, and I was barely even talking back to my kid. So for me to lose focus on what I was doing, just listening to what he was saying without even really talking back, I'm like, I'm not prepared. I'm not ready. I got to figure life out before I try to go live with antibody. And he kind of like helped me realize that. So I'm going to probably it's going to be weird, but I'll probably be like talking to myself, or he'll be in a room while I'm doing my next set, and I can like practice, talking, listening, and like doing my nails all at the same time, so I can't be prepared for a live, because I don't know, I'm scared and nervous, but part of me is like ready, because I just want to like see how it is and get it over with. but I don't want my application to be looking even crazier on live. But at the same time, on live, you'll be able to kind of see all the mistakes that I make, and then some parts that I'm actually like, kind of good at. So I don't know. We're gonna see, but I do want to go live with like 5 ladies on here, and I'm hoping by the end of the year I can go live with all of them, and we can all get to know each other a little bit better and enjoy ourselves, and just have fun. Kiki doing nails and stuff. This is my ombre, and I'm ombreing with Come Over, which is my favorite nude from 876 Nails that I wanted to give away from Brie Creations. And when you do shop 876 Nails, use code BRIE10 for savings. And I'm telling you, her cover colors that Brie was able to send me, I'm in love with all of them, but Come Over is my absolute favorite. And this is me doing my ombres with this. And I'm telling you, I have been stalking Paige do her ombres. They look so like seamless and just like flawless. So I've been like staring. I get close to the TV. I zoom in on my phone. I'm going to get this. I'm going to figure out how to get these ombres down packed. And so far they come along okay. And I'm going to keep practicing because ombres are so freaking cute. They're fun, and you can kind of like mix and match with colors and glitters. So I'm going to keep practicing with that. But that Come Over by 876, oh my God, that's one of the best news that I've personally used. And it blends so well with any other products because I blended it with Dynamics and Mia Secret, and it's come out really good to me. Also, please make sure it glitters before you guys decide to go apply it to your nails. I know this, and I still forget until that like second bead when I realize like what the heck is going on, and I go and I mix it. Then it starts to become a little bit better. And I don't know if does anybody else go through this, like you know what to do, you know the steps you need to take, you know the rules you need to do as far as application and things like that. But when you get to filming, you get nervous and all of that kind of like goes, I ain't gonna say all of it, most of it goes out the window. Like I know to stir my glitters, I know to make sure my pinky is stabilized. Like I know all of this stuff, but then when I record, I just feel this pressure that I don't like, and I mess up all the time. But then when I'm just like doing a set, like without recording, I still have mess ups, I still have hiccups, but it's not as much as it is when I'm recording. So does anybody else go through that in the beginning? Like now I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are like used to recording, so you guys, y'all have y'all groove that y'all already in. When you began, how was it? Like, was you guys nervous? Would you guys mess up with things that that you normally wouldn't mess up on if you weren't filming? Because that's what I'm going through right now. I get real nervous and I start to mess up. And then if I hit my phone mount, I get a little bit irritated and then I mess up even more. So if anybody went through that, please let me know so I won't feel like I'm alone in this. Here I'm using a matte top coat from like a brand off of like eBay or Temu, but it's just a regular matte top coat. You can use anything you like for this. This is just what I had on hand. Now, these 3D flowers was a struggle duggle. Like, I know my brushes are not 100% Kaliski, and I will probably make my application with these 3D flowers a little bit better. But they are hard to do, period. Like, if you don't know the motions of it and you don't know the technique, or you don't have your own technique down pat in the beginning, it's really, really hard. So you will see me kind of like replace or redo at least one on every single flower. It's only three, but you still gonna see me redo one on every single one because it was either too big or too small or it just didn't look right. And then with the yellow, I'm gonna try to show you that I'm like, okay, just use, wetter, not wet, drier beads, and it just might, like, it might mold for you a little bit better. But then it became like, I don't know, like grainy or something, and so I had to dip my brush back into the monomer. Oh my god, and like kind of get a little bit more wet to try to make it polymerize, I guess, a little bit more. That way I could start to mold it. But it was so hard. I guess the white was a little bit better because it is a 3D white. But when it was time to use the dynamic pink and yellow, it was a little bit harder for me to handle those. So just excuse my 3D flowers. I will be practicing these. See, there I go. I have to rip one off. I will be practicing these because I do want to do a lot of 3D flowers for the summertime.
Madam Glam top coat is the best top coat I've ever used in my life. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is the first name brand top coat I've ever used because I normally use some off of like eBay or Temu. But now that I have this Madam Glam, oh my God, darling, this is the best I have ever used. And it just goes on so smooth. I love it. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. It's the perfect consistency. And I love it so, so much. Y'all have to get some if y'all don't already have it. So many ladies have codes, use them, and I promise you, you're gonna keep going back. So this is the final look. Thank you, darling, so, so much for being here today. If you like what you saw, please let me know in the comment section down below. Like what you saw in today's video, hit that subscribe button, that like button, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, darling.